Welcome back to Tell Me More About It. It's your co-host Larry,
Vernon, how's it going?
and in today's podcast, guys, we have a special episode for you today. We'll be talking about how to pursue your dreams, hobby or goal, and to continue to have fun while doing it. If it's your guys' first time watching our podcast, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back, community or family. Um, we like to keep the intro short because we know your time is valuable. So we're going to get right into it. Um, I don't want to forget, thank you for who's ever listening overseas or on a streaming platform as well. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to let Vernon get it started.
Yep. He was waiting this whole time to be like, Vernon, take it away. But I'm ready this time. So,
What? Do you want to restart or something?
no, we're good. We
All
can
right.
probably keep that in there, too.
Is it what?
I said we can probably keep that in there, too. We're trying to be real with the people.
All right.
But, yeah, so having fun while you're pursuing your career, it's very important. Me going into, for those of you that don't know, I've said this over and over again, but if you don't know and you're new, I am a digital marketer. So it's very fun and I enjoy doing it and I could do it for hours upon hours. But even with that, even though I love to do it, I still need breaks. I still need to have fun and do other things beside it or you'll get burnt out. So I've actually experienced burnout. So I figure, side note, even with video games, something I really enjoy, if I do it too much, I get burnt out on that. So anything in excess to where you're not doing anything else, you can end up getting to that point where you just don't ever want to do it again or you feel that way. So I've been a digital marketer, I'd say around 3 years. And throughout that time, there's been times where I felt like I didn't want to do anything or I just I just wanted to step away completely and I was just tired all the time. And a big reason of that was just because I was so consumed with what I was doing and trying to improve and trying to get more clients or this or that or trying to get more experience to the point that I ended up just being like, this is too much. I'm not having any fun. I'm not doing anything. I'm just constantly working, looking at this screen. So then I was like, all right, let me try something else because I just burnt out. I'm finally getting back to that space where I feel like I can work again and pursue this digital marketing thing again. But how am I going to go about it differently? So one of the things I started doing to have fun was playing video games. I was just like, I haven't played in a while. There was like a span of I'd say like 5 months where I didn't play at all, which was that was new to me because before Larry and I used to play all the time. Used to play zombies. I got into Rocket League a lot, so all this stuff we were playing a lot. But back to the story. So I played a little Rocket League here and there, and it was okay, but it wasn't something that it wasn't helping me clear my mind. I was still just like playing it, and then as soon as I was done, I go right back to dang, this this digital marketing thing, it's burning me out because I'm just doing it too much. So then I started going on walks, and for me, I found that was the key. Going on walks. One, you get exercise in, so you feel good when you get back from doing it. But two, it allowed me time to myself where I could really just think and just be like, okay, I know why I'm doing this. I have clarity on this. And it was just nice. Now, your thing may be different. So for you, it may just be going to the club or partying or something like that. But that's not really me. It never has been me. I enjoy watching movies, chilling. But going on walks has really helped me avoid that burnout. And since I've started doing it, I haven't really experienced that. And I know I'm saying burnout a lot. So for those of you that don't know what burnout is, it's doing something so much to the point that you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing anything. Like I don't even want to look at whatever it is that I was doing. So in some things that could be okay for, like I said before, video games. But in terms of your career, that's something that you got to keep doing. That's how you're providing or whatever may have you. So that's something that you can't do. So Try walking, maybe that'll help you. If it doesn't, try something else. But I will say, for those of you that are just like put your head down and work and never stop and never have fun or anything along the way, you're going to burn out and it's going to set you back because it set me back for a while. So, you have anything, Larry?
Yeah, that is very true about the burnout thing. So if you guys don't know, for ones that do know, they already know. But if you don't know, I'm an artist. I create music as well as I'm an audio engineer. An audio engineer is basically the person that makes the artist sound good by using software, plugins, analog equipment, things of that sort. So um, so as an artist, you know, the goal is to make as much music as possible because practice makes perfect, and it's like a sport. If you keep practicing, you're always gonna get better. But like Vernon just said, if you do it every single day, after a while you're gonna get burnt out. And there's been times when I'm just telling you my experience where I've gotten burnt out, and I'm not enjoying it as much, and it feels more of like a job than a hobby, and or as my craft or as my passion. And I'm not getting paid yet, so I should still see it as a hobby. But at the same time, I want to make it a career, but it's not a job because I'm not getting paid for it. So um, I lost my train of thought, but um,
Yeah, well, you can think about it. And I wanted to make this point as well. I think for me, I can figure this out. I can do it on my own. Larry and I were talking about this yesterday, but I think that kind of goes hand in hand with having fun. So let me explain. For me, if there's a problem that I'm trying to figure out in the digital marketing realm, I really get consumed. And it's like I don't want to do anything else until I figure that out. And it took me a while to learn this, but sometimes it's easier just to ask for a quick ask for help because that issue could be resolved in like 2 seconds. But instead of asking for help, you want to do it all yourself. And it could take you hours upon hours to figure it out. So that's something that I've really improved on. So these things that are stressing you out or challenges or whatever it may have you, someone that you know has most likely been through that situation and has the answer that you're looking for. So just humble yourself, have humility, and ask for help.
yeah, don't be too prideful. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, because that can being stressed about something can very quickly, especially when it comes to your career, can take the fun out of what you're doing, and yeah, you can go down a downward spiral. So I've been close to doing that, but luckily I was just like, yeah, you know what, I need some help with this. Got through it, solved that issue. Then I got back to going on walks and doing all this other stuff. So
But now I remember what I was gonna say. So you know, um, being an artist can burn you out. So I've learned tricks to you know just make it more fun again by doing different things like trying different voices and singing or rapping on different beats, like switching it up so I don't get too stagnant. It feels like I'm doing the same thing every single day, or I try new plugins and try to make my voice sound like this and that, sound cooler or robotic or alien, or I try making beats even though I don't really do beats often, just switching it up as an artist. Um, and when or if I don't want to do music, because honestly, Bryson Tiller and my father had both said the same thing. When you don't want to do like create music, go do something else. And Bryson Tiller's outlet was video games. Mine is video games as well. So I'll play a game or two. I just for a while my system was broken, so I couldn't play any games. So I was just watching whole lot of TV. But now that I got a new system, the Xbox S, I've been playing video games again, or um, I think TV is another way for me to take a break. But yeah, guys, this was my idea to do this podcast because as a as someone who's in the industry is very competitive, and I know people brag about having no days off. That's people still get burnt out, and I understand that it's a job, but it's important to continue to find ways to have fun and to keep that passion or that kid like thing that attracted you to wanting to make that a career in the first place. So you just have to find ways to do it, whether it be you're a journalist or athlete or digital marketer or a nurse. Find ways to just keep that passion that you have.
Yeah. And you saying that, it made me think of something, the word longevity. And I have an example. So, for all of those, or for those of you that work out and different things like that, it's very easy to go to the gym for a month and work out and feel good and be in shape and all of that. But if you're spending, let's say you're spending 4 hours a day doing that in the gym, at the end of that month, you're going to be burnt out. You're going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Especially if you go from not doing it at all to doing it. 4 hours a day. That's a long time to be in the gym every single day. But there's some people that do that. But you're not able to continue to do that for a long period of time because eventually you're going to get burnt out on it. You're going to feel like all you're doing all day is you're at the gym. So what most people do, and this is why most people recommend this, is go to the gym 30 minutes, an hour a day. Just do some activity. Why? Because you can maintain that. You can do that every single day, and you're not going to get burnt out on it. So longevity is the key to success. I truly feel that way because a lot of people, just like Larry said, his industry is very competitive, but a lot of them are wishy-washy. They're like, yeah, I was in this for a month going hard, but now I'm sick of it.
Yeah, a lot of people are hobbyists, not trying to make it a career.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. People that make things a career, there's longevity with it. There's discipline. I was listening to this little video or clip with Mike Tyson. He was with
yep,
Joe Rogan.
go ahead. I know that sound. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah. And he was like, even if it's something that you hate, if you have discipline and you can do it like you love it, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be successful. Now that's not exactly what he said.
He also said, "Sorry, I don't want to cut you off."
Oh, what else did he say?
He also said, he doesn't care how skilled you are. If you don't have discipline, you're not going to make it.
Yeah. So discipline is just getting up every single day and working towards it, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's thinking about it. Even if you just think about it,
Yeah.
working towards something. But so that doesn't, there's going to be days where you're just like, I don't feel like doing anything. That's okay. It's not bad. It happens to everyone. That's real life. So like again, like Larry was saying, all those people on or that you see going hard every single day, like I don't stop ever. Yeah, they do. They're just not showing you that part. That's the perk of social media. You can show all the parts that you want to, but not the hard days. So it makes you look better. But me personally, I'm not doing that because I'm trying to be real with you and saying like this is life. So for those of you that feel that way, longevity is the way to go. And as we always say, I'm not saying these things without having experienced them. I've experienced burnout to the point where I really didn't feel like doing anything for a month, but I still had to do stuff because I'm working with people. But when you're in that space and you have to do that, you lose the joy for it, the love for it. And that's a very dangerous spot to be in because whether you want to admit it or not, your career is going to take up a huge portion of your life and of your day. For a lot of people, it's what they find their purpose in, which I don't, we could have a podcast about that because I think you kind of need to, you need to somehow separate the two sometimes.
Yeah, like Isaiah Thomas has said on his Instagram, if the only thing I'm known as if the only thing I'm known as being the best basketball player in the world, then I didn't do my job correctly or something like that. Like he's also a father, he's a husband, he's a mentor. Like there's so many,
Yeah.
just pick your career doesn't have to define all of you,
Yeah.
of who you are.
I definitely think that'd be a good topic. We may need
Yeah.
to talk about that one.
I think so.
Because that's a big one. And so, like, yeah, when I say I'm a digital marketer, it took me a while to get here. I understand, and that's one piece of my life. Because those people that you put everything into just your career and you don't have that, and we can correlate it back to the fun time. You don't do anything else. When you look back on your life, that's all you're going to have. You're not going to have built those relationships. You're not going to have those moments where you just took walks by yourself or took walks with your significant other and just had that time because you were so focused on that career. So now you're burnt out. You had the money, but you're by yourself. And now you're just like, what?
Speaking of walks with yourself, we can also have a podcast about how, you know, your journey, like your role in your life is usually a road you take by yourself, or like it's a solo journey. You may stumble upon a friend or two for a short period of time that help you or a mentor this, but normally when you're starting things when you're starting things, you're by yourself. Whether it be a business, a company, making music, basketball, who's there with you for the most part? It's just you.
Yeah, that's why they say the best relationships are two independent people that come together and they make each other better because yeah, it's a solo journey. I don't care if you're an employee or if you're an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, you're the only one in your shoes. You know what's going on in your day-to-day life. And people come and go. Larry and I have seen this all the time. I've had good relationships with people that are just, it's not like it ended badly, but we just kind of went separate ways. We were going in different directions. So that's okay as well. And yeah, that's a really good point.
So we got two new ones we thought about on the spot.
Yeah.
We couldn't think of nothing last night.
Man, I guess we just had to get on the podcast and start talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have. Remember to have fun. And I know right now it's cold. It's freezing out there. I'm not going to lie. At least here in Ohio.
At least in Ohio.
Yeah.
We want to know what it's like overseas or in Texas
Yeah.
or wherever else you guys are at.
Man, I haven't felt like doing any. It's so cold out there. It feels like it came out of nowhere for me. That's the biggest thing.
It was
for me.
just 60 like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, I hope you guys got value from that. And I hope you're really listening to. Like, don't just think we're just talking. Like, these topics that we choose, the majority of the time it's because we're dealing with it or we've dealt with it. And even if it seems small, in the long run, it's a big thing. Remember, the longevity can lead to success. Remember the discipline. Even if you hate it in the moment, do it like you love it.
and we're kind of teaching you guys how to slowly begin to change yourself wherever age you're at, and to change your mentality, and eventually, you can have a poor mentality or a rich mentality. And I think Vernon and I are on the verge to becoming, so maybe not rich, but possibly rich, successful men. And I think we're dropping some pretty good jewels on how to become rich or mentally rich. Maybe not physically, but mentally rich and good in spirit. So,
I mean, but we've had a podcast where we've talked about, like, your mental or where you are mentally can determine your outcome.
right.
So just because we're viewing things differently, I know me personally, just because of how I view things, I've been put in positions where I've met people that I'm like, dang, like, they're doing it and they're talking to me. So just, yeah, that could be another one. We could go into that more. But yeah, that's a good point too. I don't know where we're at, but
1940.
yeah. We know you guys only watch like 5 minutes of this, so at least watch the main topic.
Yeah, we watched the main topic. So that's all we got for you guys. Remember to have fun, like Vernon said again. Just find a way to have fun, and that's a little nugget we wanted to give you guys. So I'm Larry.
I'm Vernon.
Peace.
See you later.
You can be anybody you wanna be.